Hello everyone, this is Lindsay, and so much to talk about in today's video. I don't even know where to start, but we will just start. I think I will go ahead quickly and share this journal that I completed. This is for Christina. Part of my Amazon journal swap thing that I've been doing. There's more information over on my Facebook group, or you can message me, but I have a wish list on Amazon, and if you send me something off the wish list, I make you a journal. It's just a fun little thing. So she sent me a handwriting stamp and some little blue mulberry paper flowers, and I have used them in this journal, and I just wanted to show it so she could get a peek of what it was and maybe inspire some of you to take part in this fun swap as well. I chose a wallpaper, a blue wallpaper cover. It's stitched. I have a collaged pocket that I made. This is from my Porch Prints, but I have a collage stitched pocket with a little bohemian tag. This is from my Vintage Bohemian Ladies on Vintage Image Club. And of course, she could replace that with whatever she wanted. And she loves shabby and blue and butterflies and vintage children and birds. So I tried to add vintage children. I've done butterfly stitching. I've used my ghosted butterflies from my paper pack. There's some pocket pages for adding things. I've also used Bluebird Happiness, some of it from Lonnie. And you can find her items on Etsy. She has an Etsy shop. And I've done stamping. Here's that handwriting stamp. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I love it. It's just the perfect thing to stamp on a blank page to really make it pop. I've used some pages from my Queen of Random. This is from my Queen of Random Image Club. Little teacup from my Porch Prints. I did a lace pocket with a stitched paper ribbon. One of Joanne's collaged journal cards just tucked in there. This is also from Queen of Random. Some scrapbooking paper, coffee dyed paper, some little graphics fairy, and my Porch Prints. This is also from Queen of Random. I love this paper. It says the Library of Congress. It's an old vintage end paper. It's really fun to put into junk journals. Done a little tag, little graphics fairy, more pocket pages. Just a little vintage girl stamp. This is also from Queen of Random. Really pretty page. Playing card. Little shabby blue from my Porch Prints. Book pages. This is also from Queen of Random. Just try to do it fairly quickly, but so that she can still get a peek. I got this in Happy Mail and thought it was the perfect place to put it. Lots of pocket pages. Some vintage bird book pages. Really pretty. A bingo card from Seneca Pond Crafts. I got this in Happy Mail as well. I've used some of the Shabby Roses kit from my Paper Bits on Etsy. Here's those little mulberry flowers. I had to put them in here somewhere so she could remember this as a swap. It is lined with wallpaper, stitched around, and I signed it. So 60 pages, 9 by 6. And hopefully this will go in the mail. If not tomorrow, because tomorrow's my big errand day and I have a lot of errands. If not tomorrow, the next day. Get it off to you. And I've already started on the covers for a few more of the swaps. So I'll be working on Tracy's journal next, and that is really exciting. And I'll be sure that I show it to you, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. So this is being shipped out this week to Christina. Now we have some Marketplace journals. These are not in order on the list. I did update the list. It's pretty well updated, I think. I have not added any of the new boxes because I want to totally empty the list before I start the new ones that have come in the new way we're doing things. So the next box was huge, and I don't have time for that today. It was either pick a smaller box and actually get some journals shared, or not do Marketplace journals at all today because I have a car appointment and errands and all sorts of things. So just trying to get in what I can. But I want to talk about something quickly that I think will help all of us for sure. I have 2 or 3 journals from Frances here. And I want to thank you, Frances, for the puppy toy you put in the bag for my puppy, Charlie. And some of you have asked to see a picture of him, and I put a picture of him on my Facebook group yesterday with that toy that Frances sent. He is a Beagle Dachshund mix. He's about 9 months old. So if you want to see a picture, go over to my Facebook group, Nevermore Creations, Junk Journals, and Friends. Frances is an amazing journal artist, and I hope she doesn't mind me sharing this with you. I know it is slightly personal, but I honestly think she'd be okay with it. And I won't go into all the details. She wrote me a beautiful letter, and I thought I would just respond briefly talking about something. And I love this tag she made me because it's Nevermore Creations. I love this so much. One thing she mentioned, I'll talk while I get these out of the bags, is that one of her journals that she sent last time was a wedding journal, and it took a long time to sell. Her journals usually sell very quickly, and so that discouraged her a lot. And so she really didn't do much in the way of journals for quite a while, and every time she started, she had trouble getting and going again. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I think that most of us, if not all of us, feel that exact same thing. And there was something I thought I would want to share about that would help all of us. She has a beautiful attitude about it, and I really think she learned a ton going through this this journey. But the one thing I wanted to say first, wedding journals, they do not sell very well. And that's because they're so specific. They're just for weddings. So even the most beautiful journals made by the best marketplace artists out there can still sit for a really long time. So when your journals aren't selling, sometimes it's something super obvious that you don't need to feel bad about at all. Like a wedding journal, not many people are actually going to buy a wedding journal because it's only used for, you can't use it for like an everyday thing. So that's why that one didn't sell very well, was because it was a wedding journal. So really, you have no concerns at all. Something else I wanted to talk about briefly is the cycles of selling junk journals. I've been selling since, selling marketplace journals since, was it 2019, 2018? I don't know. It's been a long time, but I've sold probably 2,000 marketplace journals or something like that. They go in cycles. Sometimes I notice the same artists, I'll post their journals and they sell so quickly. And then sometimes I post them and they take forever to sell. And I think it has to do with the day of the week. It has to do with the time of the month. It has to do with paychecks. It has to do with, honestly, sometimes I think it has to do with the lunar cycle. I mean, sometimes I notice that when I notice certain things going on, I'm like, what is the phase of the moon? Usually we're like leading up to a full moon when the crazy happens. But that's just a side thing. I'm not, who knows, right? Who knows? I had to pause it for a second, but I'm back. The other thing is, I understand how you all feel when your journals don't sell. For example, I have a journal right now, American Rose, my American Rose journal. It's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. It hasn't sold. I know I'm going to have to I've dropped the price once. I know I'm going to have to drop it again. Sometimes I honestly tell myself, if somebody else had made this journal and I put it in the marketplace, it probably would have sold right away. But my journals don't sell as well. I mean, we all feel that. We all get that. Not everybody we cannot compare ourselves to ourselves even, or to other people. Puppy, he's playing with his toy in a plastic bag. It's just, I know the feeling. I've been sick to my stomach because my stuff hasn't sold for the price I wanted or the way I wanted, but we take the next step and we take the next step and we get up and we keep going, just like Frances has done. She's such an inspiration to me, and I hope to so many other of you who may feel like, oh, it takes forever for my journals to be listed. I am discouraged. It takes forever for them to sell. The price keeps getting dropped. We cannot wrap up our self-worth in the art we create. It doesn't mean we shouldn't learn from it, and it doesn't mean we shouldn't get better, but we cannot wrap up the way we talk to ourselves or the way we look at ourselves in our art. So the more that I learn to distance myself from that and realize I have value, I have worth, and I can have an excellent day even if my journals don't sell, I think the more creative I get and the freer I am. So hopefully that spoke to somebody. I'd love thoughts on that as long as they're polite and nice in the comments below. So let's take a look at what Frances has created. This is field notes. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those leaves. I mean, Frances, don't think for a second you're not talented, that you are a top artist. You're incredible. Just look at the beauty. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Isn't that what we were just talking about? And the only reason I'm talking about this is because I'm pretty sure about 90% of us, if not all of us, feel this way. We put so much into something and it doesn't, oh puppy, stop it. It doesn't turn out the way we expected. But we can learn and we can grow and we can continue to create beautiful art. Because if we quit, we don't learn anything. We never get better. Sometimes we have hard, dark times. Things aren't going the way we want. And yet we continue and continue and continue even when the puppy irritates you. Continue, and then if we hadn't continued, we wouldn't have reached the pinnacles, the higher places, the inspiring places, the places of joy, you know. So anyway, enough of my little sermon. Let's move on. This is so beautiful. I love the tags. I love what she's done. And what's so beautiful about this is there's so much eye candy and so many beautiful pages to actually write on. You can actually pour your heart and your thoughts into this. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at this. She's put a whole bunch of butterflies back here that you can use to decorate your pages. So there's that one. This one looks super, super fun. I don't think I have ever seen this color. I always have a hard time opening these. I think these are the Holtz Clasps. And I always forget how to open them. There we go. Because I'm not coordinated and I'm not that type. I don't have that type of a brain. And so it's my fault. My fault for sure. All right, there we go. I did it. My Fair Garden. I think this is, she was telling me about this, Frankenstein's Steampunk Garden. Because she did the Franken cover, where it's all patched up and stitched. And then she's used my kit, My Fair Garden, and then there's Nature's Diary, Strokes of Nature. She's added watercoloring to them. This is Joanne's, I think it's Beautiful Birds paper pack. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the blues and the purples. Oh, so lovely. This is Botanical Birds. That's Joanne's. Nature's Diary. Got some of the, I think that's Forever Blue. This looks so pretty. I love the effects. Look at the little tickets. So cute. Lots of purple and blue. Look at the music paper. This is Antique Aviary. I do hope, Frances, that you'll continue to make journals for the marketplace as you have time, because you truly enrich our marketplace. You enrich our inspiration. We're a little bit better artists because we've looked at your work. And then this one, I hope it's winter and not Christmas, because I've taken a while to get this listed. Oh, it's snapped. That's cute. Let's see. Oh, White Christmas Song, December Daily. Well, I didn't get it listed in time, but you all know that you can set it aside for next year. Look at that blue paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Set it aside for next year. Use it as a December daily. You'll be all set and ready to go. Maybe you even want a couple that you can give out as gifts. So anyway, it's beautiful. So pretty. So, for example, we're off season here. So if this does not sell right away, it's because it's off season, not because it wasn't beautifully made. So that's what Frances sent. But I have one more journal from one other artist, and then we will stop filming for the day. It's this one right here, and it's from Sandy. Now, Sandy sent in all these little packs of stitched ribbons, and then there's some stitched butterflies too. But she is not a supplier. I don't know if she wanted me to sell these or not. There was no note that I found about them. So I thought I would just put them all into a Ziploc bag, and they will come as part of this journal. So if you buy this journal, you get this bag of goodies. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. You can add a tassel. This is from Sandy Gedrose, Nana Rose Creations. Vintage Memories, 9x6. Look at how pretty. Vintage Memories. The colors are beautiful. Look at the paper woven through. That's a great idea. Huh. I have those punches for weaving ribbon through. Fluffy, what are you getting into? He's looking at me like, who, me? So pretty. What a lovely gift this would make. Little envelopes. He's chewing on an empty box. As long as it's an empty box. That was beautiful. Look at those pages. Gorgeous ephemera pieces. The link's below to my website, and then you would find these journals under Marketplace Journals. So lovely, Sandy. I don't know that I've sold any of your journals before, so I do hope you make more. I am inspired. Ooh, that's a great, I have that stamp, or one like that. That's a great use of it. So pretty. Well, we have definitely been blessed with inspiration today. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I will see all of you tomorrow. I believe the plan as of right now is to have a restock and some journals from Diana. It's been a while. I have her box. I need to get that listed, and I hope that you will enjoy that.